kind of want to play a Graves mid game. Let's do that. I want to try that build again. I was 60 when I first started watching you. I'm now 25. No, yeah, hey, I guess you do kind of grow up, eh? You should feel different from like when you were 16 to 25. I haven't really been in the real world for the last 12 years. You know, I wake up, I play games for a living. It's not very real at times, I could say. But, you know, for what I've done, for my life, you know, there are things that you just despise and you just don't want to be a part of, so you kind of have to grow past it, you know? You got to be a better you in everything in life, I think. Try and be the best you. I worked as, I worked a bunch of jobs as a kid. Deliveries, lawns, driveways, a shit ton of, like, neighborhood things, labor-based stuff. I was at a grocery store for, I think, a year or two, working produce. And then I think that was it. And then it was streaming. Yeah. No, you know, you just look back on life and you're like, man, that was interesting, that was fun, that blew ass, whatever it may be. But you learn. And if you don't learn, I think you've lost. As long as you can look back and evaluate your life in any way and say, this, I've learned something. That, I've learned something. This and this and this made me a better person. You know, this happened in my life, and I regret it so much, but, you know, it's in the past now, and we've moved on from it. You used to say that you used to wake up and think about LP. That was the life I had. Again, real-world problems. God forbid Tobias Fate plays a video game. But that was my problems. Done. I don't have friends like one of the unsung heroes of being a vegetable is the tomato. Press 1 if you agree. I love everything made from tomatoes. You know, I thought ketchup was healthy. Ketchup's a tomato, right? It's gotta be healthy. My daily dose of tomato comes from the ketchups. Don't they grind up, like, grasshoppers in food now? As some sort of, like, filler? Don't they do that? Something about, I mean, apparently tomatoes, not tomatoes, rather, ketchup, is supposed to have just a bunch of ground up bugs in it. Something like that, no? The EU wants people to eat mealworms. Okay, you know what? If they're ground up into things, why does it matter? Lol. Okay. This is very unplayable for Graves. It's not even a... This ain't even a lane. Okay. I got him. Oh. Dude, even Heimer can jungle, which I guess makes sense, right? Like, clearing in this game isn't hard anymore. Graves mid is not... Oh, Graves mid is a matchup thing. He's good against classic mages. If you're a traditional League of Legends mage, Graves is good against that. With the W max, you can pretty much beat most of them. It is kind of just the war of attrition, you know? You outpoke them instead of them outpoking you. That's how the matchups work. This guy's wind-walling cannons under my tower. Youch, bro. Youch. Nice. Dude, Yorick is a... That's a freak of a champ. Oh, I would have just timed him out. I wasn't going to ban him. Listen, I don't ban anyone. I time people out. That's it. I'm past the point. If you're gonna come in here and just be like an actual degenerate for like no reason, that warrants a ban, but like no one really does that anymore, and that's fine. That's good. It's a good thing. You know what? Okay, if he jumps on me, I just W him. I shouldn't try and, like, shoot it at him. Wow. Gosh, it was creepy, dude. You somehow culled your audience to be good chatters? I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is, well, I mean, to be fair, I think you garner those viewers if you're a certain way. Not always, but, like, you know, if you're toxic as fuck on stream, you're probably gonna have a bunch of toxic people on stream with you. You know, people find that you find your people eventually in life, whether good or bad. This guy's got armor boots, Bork, and shield bow. Okay. Barrow Trauma? I've never heard of that game, no. Okay, like, what is... Buddy, I'm shooting it in front of... I dropped the smoke screen in front of the wind wall, and it still got eaten by the wind wall. What? I mean, wind wall's fucking broken. Wind wall's very broken, but, like, there's probably worse at this point, right? You know, I've seen a bit of Darkwood on YouTube. The game was, like, it's just a weird vibe. Everything is so miserable looking. I don't know every storied beat of Darkwood, but it's on the list, yeah. That's a very interesting tier. I'm kind of excited to get through that tier, to be honest. It's, well, everyone's fed, brother. Everyone's fed. Cucked team. That's life. And as crazy as it seems. That's life. Well, I honored Draven. Buddy, I don't honor anyone. These people are the most unhonorable slime. They live on the bottom of Gangplank's fucking boot. You know, that there's nothing I can do in that case, though. Like, that was an acceptable Graves game. It wasn't a good one, but, like, I can't beat Yasuo. You can't beat Yasuo as Graves. Okay, so where is Deadwood?